New modes for Splatoon 3 may have just been teased by Nintendo. I will be talking about that in this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button to keep up to date with all of the latest Splatoon 3 news, because at the end of the day, I am just a huge fan of the series, despite what Nintendo Life said about me the other day. So we'll talk about that at the end of the video, but let's just kick things off with a teaser, a potential teaser about new modes coming to Splatoon 3. So this is a tweet from Nintendo of Netherlands, and I do believe Nintendo of Belgium did tweet this out as well. They pretty much gave an overview of the Splatoon series, and when they did talk about Splatoon 3, they did mention new modes. So hopefully this does mean that we will get new modes for Splatoon 3, and it's not just referring to story mode and salmon run. I definitely want to see new multiplayer modes, and I'm sure they will get revealed, or hopefully they will get revealed in a Splatoon 3 Direct, which could still come this month. I tweeted out a couple of days ago that Splatoon 1, it did get its Direct around about 3 weeks before that game did come out, and Splatoon 2, its Direct did come out around about 2 weeks before Splatoon 2 did come out. So there is still time for us to get a Direct, and hopefully in that Direct we will get new modes for the multiplayer revealed. I definitely like to see at least one multiplayer mode, so hopefully this is what Nintendo Netherlands and Belgium did tweet out. And I did make a video talking about what I wanted to see in a Direct and my predictions, and that video probably will be uploaded next week. So moving on to other news that didn't really warrant its own video, but let's just round up some of the latest news we did get for Splatoon 3. So Splatoon 3's icon did get revealed, and I really do like the design for it. I think it looks really good. I think it's pretty cool how with Splatoon 1's icon you had one character, for Splatoon 2's icon you had two characters in there, and now you've got three characters in the Splatoon 3 icon. So yeah, that is a really cool icon. And yeah, moving on to other news, Nintendo will be hosting in Japan, they will be hosting a Splatoon tournament, and they also will be doing a live sort of concert as well. This will be taking place on Saturday, October the 8th, and Sunday, October the 9th. And yeah, this is probably, if there are going to be new idols for Splatoon 3, this is where they will probably sort of debut them in like a live sort of concert format for the first time. So yeah, we did get live concerts for the Squid Sisters and Off the Hook. This could be our first opportunity to get a live concert for new Splatoon 3 idols, if there are going to be any for Splatoon 3. So yeah, we did get some brands revealed for Splatoon 3 as well. So Splash Mob, Scallop, Incline and Zinc will be in Splatoon 3. If you pre-order Splatoon 3 from Best Buy, you will get this keychain, and I will make a video where I will round up all of the pre-order bonuses. But finally, I did put out a tweet a couple of days ago where I pretty much said, you know what, I don't really need to learn more about Pokemon at the moment. Splatoon 3 is coming out in 5 weeks. I'd rather us get more information for Splatoon 3 than Pokemon. And yeah, this did get picked up from Nintendo Life, and they said that they put it in an article and they titled it, "People are pretty worried about Splatoon 3," and then they used my tweet to justify or say, yeah, people want more information because they feel like it's just more of the same, even though I've said multiple times on the channel in its own sort of separate video as well. I did make a video, you know, I talked about these Splatoon 3 complaints are stupid, where I talked about how people complaining about more of the same, how that isn't a bad thing. This is a sequel, it's how sequels work, it's not a reboot, so they're not going to sort of start from scratch, rip up the gameplay. They don't need to rip up the gameplay because the gameplay is stellar, it's one of the best shooters out there. So yeah, that tweet did get picked up from Nintendo Life, and yeah, RGT85 made a video about it. And the trouble with Twitter is that tweets can be taken out of context. They can be used to support a narrative that I don't necessarily support myself, so I will be using Twitter less and less. And it's hard to sort of like round up your thoughts in one tweet, and people lecture me, oh, Pokemon, Nintendo, they're two completely different companies. I know that. What I'm pretty much saying is that I'd rather get more information about a game that is coming out in 5 weeks than a game that is a few months away. I'm not worried about Splatoon 3, I'm still looking forward to it, I'm hyped about it. It's why I've made so many videos talking about it. I've been talking about the game since 2019. I will be picking up the game day one, might even pick it up twice. If I don't get it day one, might pick it up digitally and then, you know, wait for my physical copy to come through the post. So the idea that I'm worried about Splatoon 3 based on that tweet, even though I put out many tweets defending Splatoon 3, is just ridiculous. And yeah, I just found that whole article a load of rubbish. I did put out a tweet like Nintendo Live a couple of weeks ago. They did say, is 5 years too short for a Splatoon 3 sequel? And I quote tweeted them saying no other Nintendo series will get this question asked about it. So don't know what else to say about that apart from Nintendo Live. I hope you enjoy your clicks you got from those 3 sort of tweets you got from 3 different people. I feel like there is a responsibility there for you to sort of do better. Like I said, we will probably get a direct in a few weeks' time. It's just that I'd rather learn more about Splatoon right now rather than a game that is coming out in a few months' time. And I did say about the info drops we have got, I did praise them for, you know, news about like the new special weapons. They went into detail about the single player as well as a few other things I've covered on the channel like stages, but of course Nintendo Live didn't mention that in their article. But recently we have just had posts about brands and, you know, weapon posts, which isn't really that exciting. I thought they would ramp up the information that we would have got on Twitter, especially leading up to the launch for Splatoon 3, but it does feel like they are sort of dropping a little bit. I'm sure they are waiting for a direct. So no, I'm not worried about Splatoon 3, and the idea that I need more information to justify it not being more of the same is laughable. I want it to be more of the same. That's why I've put in 800 hours into Splatoon 2. It's why I've made hundreds of videos talking about Splatoon 2. I've been making Splatoon videos since day one because I love the series, I love the gameplay. I don't need it to be different. So that Nintendo Life article was a load of old rubbish and it got picked up by RGT85. So just wanted to set the record straight. I'm still looking forward to the game, and I'm sure we will get a direct maybe a couple of weeks before the game does come out. If we don't get one then yeah, we'll make a video talking about that. But that's why you haven't seen me make a video saying I'm worried about Splatoon 3, because I'm not. And yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. And yeah, I'm not going to be on Twitter anymore because I'm sick of it. You know, sick of Nintendo Live picking up just one tweet and making a mountain out of a molehill. So that's pretty much it. I will see you in another video.